So let's talk reminders really quick. So a couple of weeks ago, right after I had just gotten done telling someone that, oh, gold's a critical mineral, it's not going to be tariffed, there was like another announcement from this administration about how maybe gold bars coming from Switzerland are going to be tariffed. We actually don't know yet. For sure, because these announcements have been coming fast and furious, and maybe it's going to happen and maybe it won't. Maybe there'll be a negotiation, maybe there won't. And it can kind of feel like the ground keeps shifting underneath our feet, like this keeps happening. So I want to take a moment to help stabilize and just remind you that there are aspects of pricing, there are aspects of running a business that are always going to be changing. This particular moment, just to be clear, is bad. This is not great, and I'm not going to gaslight you into thinking that somehow like, oh, things have always been wild. But it is true that things are always changing. This just happens to be a more extreme version of change in business. So it's a good time to refocus on the things that don't change. So one of the things that and if honestly, if you're watching this and you've heard me speak in public, then you've heard me talk about this already. But one of the things that really doesn't change is knowing your consumers, understanding where their concerns are at, understanding where their interests are at, and continuing to speak to that. So many of you might actually find in jewelry that some of your consumers are not having a problem with the higher prices at all. Some of you might not. But I've definitely had clients who have consumers who are not concerned about something going up a few $100. They're still shopping. And it's a good time to make sure that you are still speaking to their concerns, fears, issues, and desires. And the best way to do that is to talk to them, talk with them instead of talking at them, to make sure that you are still listening to what they have to say. And you can do that by being at a show, standing in front of them, hearing what they have to say, maybe taking some little notes while you're at the show, and then making sure that you're developing and maintaining dialogue with your consumers, whether it's through email marketing, social media posts, or, just conversations in person. So just note that like your consumers are still going to be there for you. And that it's still important that you get to know what they want to know about your jewelry. So make sure that you're still doing that, okay?